It's now in our streets. A lullaby used to sing kids to sleep. We tried falling back into our mother's arms, but her skin is burnt from the skin and the ashes of her son's skin. We pretend like the gravel stuck in our throats was fed us by another. We pretend like the gravel stuck in our throats were fed us by another. The good has been stolen from good evening, because for every evening, Mama Nkechi holds her hands to her chest, waiting for whose son is next, for her blood son, or her son's blood that was spilled on the streets without her permission. Our once beautiful moon is now wrapped in cold blood, even when it's peaceful. For what we call peace is now pieces of Ekene and Kenneth's blood littered around the land our mothers once held on to see. Our forests are now occupied. Justice served. The very justice we once bled to get is now served in the jungle. We call it jungle justice. The very thing we once condemned, we now recruit our boys to deploy. The innocents are found on the sidewalks of the streets with tires around their neck, their bodies and their bones beaten to pulp, and blood flowing through their bodies and their screeching sounds. We went from lifting weights with our boys to lifting the weights of our boys. These men shot 3 bullets to the flag. The father, the son that our mother that was patterned and ripped naked at Lekki Tollgate. We call them father, call them son, and even call them home. See, the cave we once ran into are now spoiled. The shoulders we once cried and have now become the shoulders that carry our lifeless bodies like a trophy. We've now turned vipers, silently eating, reaping, and killing everything we ever stood for. We Nigerians have become everything we criticized. You ask us, how did we get here? I'll tell you. We accuse the government for fraud and still pay the examiner for Obina's exam, WAEC exam. We give the lecturer 10K to suck the course, and yet we ignore the cause of our ignorance. And a few minutes later, we find you and you start shouting, Nigeria a scam. We blame the government for lack of integrity, and yet we wait till it's dark for we to exchange that bad naira notes we once heard. See, the word change now sounds like chains. It sounds like stench to our burning bodies that sit and set like dead pool in a pool of blood. The one who murders and burns a man for theft, murders another for blasphemy of religion, but both sin are all sin to be sealed. Don't even judge, because your sin was sin too. This is not another countryside pity porn. This is the voice of a little girl who is still waiting for her mom, her dad, and her brother to return home.